Hi, I wanted to give you guys a quick overview of the DJI Care Refresh Express program, which I got my DJI Mavic Pro replaced with recently when I had a crash. So let's get started. I own a DJI Mavic Pro drone, and I've had it for about 3 or 4 months now, and when I bought it, I also bought the DJI Care Refresh package, which cost £99 in the UK. I hoped I wouldn't need to use it, but I figured, spending over £1,000 on a drone, it would be good to have that backup. The other reason I brought it actually was because I bought the drone in the USA, but I live in the UK, and so I was concerned that under the standard warranty, you have to send the drone back to the USA. So I thought that there was a risk with buying the drone in the USA and then having any problem with it, that I'd have to try and package it up and send it back off to somewhere in the States. So I decided it was worth spending £100 on the UK Care Refresh package, and DJI make it clear on their website that you can buy the Care Refresh package in a different country to the country that you bought the drone in. So you can buy the drone in the USA and you can buy the UK Care Refresh package. You just have to go to the UK part of their website. So I did all that, enjoyed using the drone, got some really good footage, really learning how to use it. And then about 2 weeks ago, I had a bit of a disaster. I was flying the drone at a really low level. I was messing around with the tripod mode, so I was trying to fly it really slow under some trees near a river, get some nice kind of gentle footage. And I thought it'd be nice to fly out over the river and sort of get some footage of, going out gently over the river. Unfortunately, as I did that, there was an overhanging branch, and I thought this will look nice if I go under this, and it'll be nice, cinematographic. But what happened was, as the drone got out to go under the branch, it seemed to kind of bob up slightly. The altitude didn't stay totally the same, and I could kind of see it happening in slow motion, and I think probably panicked a bit, wasn't quite sure what to do, and the rotor blades hit the leaves of the branch. The drone in very quickly, in maybe 1 or 2 seconds, caught the leaves and fell down perhaps a meter into the river. It was, your heart sinks when you see it. I jumped straight in. It was only a shallow river. I jumped straight in, pulled the drone out. It still had all its lights on at that point. I took the battery straight off it, and then I sort of was feeling pretty upset. Took it home, spent quite a long time trying to shake water out of it. But as things go, I remembered that I had the DJI Care Refresh package, so that made crashing it a little bit less annoying. So this was on a Saturday that this happened, and I did a bit of reading up on whether you can rescue a drone that's been underwater. And I think there is some suggestion that if it's not salt water, it's fresh water, maybe you can dry the drone out. The motors, I think, wouldn't have a problem, but of course it was totally submerged. I think if I hadn't had the Care Refresh package, I guess I would have tried to dry it out, maybe dismantle a bit and blast some of the water out. But ultimately, with the Care Refresh, what it gives you is 2 replacement drones in the first year of ownership. The first one in the UK costs £79. The second one costs, I think, £129. You send it off to DJI, and they then either repair the drone or replace it. And so I thought, well, for £79, I can just walk away from this and not have to think about it. And I was worried as well that if I tried to mend the drone, got it working again, it might then fail, weeks later and perhaps fall out of the sky and I'd lose the drone. So I didn't want that to happen. The other thing is that the battery definitely wasn't working. So the battery, it was quite interesting. None of the lights came on when you press the button, so it was dead. But it got really quite warm. You know, it was kind of warm to the touch for about 48 hours, and in fact, so much so that I put it in a bucket outside my house just in case there's any problem with a lithium fire. There wasn't, it was fine. And then after 2 days, it had cooled down again. But given that a new battery costs £85, I had to buy one of those anyway. Actually, it was cheaper to go and get a whole new drone for £79 than to just buy a new battery for a drone that may or may not be water damaged. So come Tuesday the following week, I packaged the drone up. I wrapped it all up in bubble wrap, wrapped the battery up separately in bubble wrap. I hadn't got the original packaging anymore, but I don't think that mattered. I went onto DJI's website to start the DJI Care process. Actually, I spoke to DJI by phone first, and that's what they said to do. The phone call was, you know, not that helpful. They just said, yeah, you go online and you do it there. And as I was doing it online, I realized that there was another option alongside the standard DJI Care Refresh, was something they called DJI Care Refresh Express, which I had not come across before. What that is in a normal DJI Care Refresh, you send your drone off, DJI get it, they assess it, determine whether the problem with it is a problem that should be fixed under warranty, so not your fault, or if it's something that you've done that's your mistake, and then they give you an option either to pay for the repair if the repair is cheap, or use up one of your DJI Care Refresh lives, if you like, to get a new drone at that point. And what DJI Care Refresh Express is that you choose the option to get a new drone right at the beginning of the process. So there's no analysis of it by DJI. You tick that box and you pay that money via PayPal before you send the drone away. And what that means is when DJI get the drone, they just send you a new one straight away. There's no period of analysis. And that sounded good to me because clearly this was my fault, right? I flew it into a tree and it crashed in the river. There's no fault of DJI here. And also it speeded up the turnaround time because DJI haven't got to investigate. And that was good because I was going on holiday in 3 weeks and I wanted to get the drone back to use there. So I thought it would be helpful just to go a little bit through the timetable of what happened and what I heard from DJI and how quickly the drone came back. So I packaged it all off and sent it off with UPS on Tuesday. I could track it online with UPS, and I saw that it got delivered on the Thursday, so 2 days later, to DJI in the Netherlands. On the Friday, I actually had an online chat with one of the DJI support center staff, and he, after a while, confirmed that, yeah, DJI had got the drone and that I would hear from them in 24 to 48 hours. In fact, I guess that must be, working day hours, because though they got the drone on the Friday, I didn't hear anything until the Monday. But on the Monday, I got an email Monday morning saying that my replacement drone had dispatched, and it gave the new serial numbers of that drone. Then I could see that later on Monday, I got a tracking email from UPS saying that the replacement drone had been picked up by them in the Netherlands. It took another 2 days to come back to me in London, so arrived back with me on Wednesday. It was packaged up in exactly the same box that I sent it in, just a shoebox, wrapped, I think, in the same bubble wrap that I'd wrapped it in. There was no extra packaging on their part. And what I got back was the drone itself, which I've got here. And I got 2 new propellers, so 2 new box propellers, so 2 new sets of propellers, 4 propellers, and a new battery. The battery was in the drone when it came. Now, actually, I've taken this drone out and flown it now, so I've taken off all the tags. But what's interesting is that I'm pretty certain that this is a brand new drone. So when it came, it had the little stickers on the sensors here. It had little stickers on the arms here to say how to fold them out. Notably, it's still got a little sticker on top of the gimbal there. There's no marks on the case. So I think that this isn't a refurbed unit. This is a brand new drone in effect, which is great. And I wonder if that might be in part because they're rolling out the new DJI Mavic Pro Platinum at the moment, and I wonder if at some point they will stop making this drone, so they've got a stockpile of these and they don't mind giving these out as new. But anyway, it was a really good experience all in all. So in 8 days, just over a week, from sending the drone back to DJI and paying the £79 in the UK fee, I've got a totally new unit for £79. So I think, in conclusion, it's I'd urge anyone who's thinking about getting a drone to get the DJI Care Refresh package. I think it's great to have that insurance. It makes you feel much more confident about flying the drone, and I just think I'm going to stay well away from water like that, where I could crash into it in the future, and just be a bit more careful. But yeah, the drone lives to fly again. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. If you're going through the process of crashing a drone and having to use the express replacement policy, hopefully it gives you an explanation as to what to do, and please do ask any questions in the comments below.